texture up close. It's trying to come back. It's trying to come back. I'm not worried. I'm not worried right now. I'm gonna tell y'all this story, and by the end of the story, curls gonna be popping, right? And all today, I could feel that it was like kind of frizzy because my hair was so flat yesterday. See how it frizzed in here? We got waves in there. So now we're gonna do this. We got a new top on, and the directions literally say to just plop it on there. My hair is not reverting at this time, but it will. Just getting it close to the scalp there. I'm not planning to brush it through. I'm just gonna use my fingers. That's all I'm gonna use because my hair's just been manipulated so much in this process over this week. One more double. Alright, hopefully, oh my gosh, my hair will revert back. It's starting to do stuff now. Guys, can you believe I let this lady fry my head? Next section. Story time of getting my hair pressed for the first time at a Dominican Blowout spot. So I actually, the day before was the 4th of July. I was in Atlanta for the 3rd of July, which is my husband and my wedding anniversary, so it will be 2 years. On the 4th of July that night, I was like lit this night. I was like, you know what? I can get my hair straightened out here because I want to get my hair trimmed. I found some places, was talking about them to him, and he was like, why don't you just ask my cousin? I didn't know if who she went to would specialize in my type of hair. She called them and she asked them the price. It was $60 for the Dominican Blowout. That's what I wanted, with a trim. So I'm like, cool, I guess I'll go there because she knows them. She's worked with them. They're nice. They're expecting me. It's not costing an arm and a leg within like the hour. My husband dropped me off there, and the story begins. I walk in, there's one other worker working on one other lady. That should have been perhaps a red flag. And even my cousin told me, she was like, they're not crowded, which was kind of like a plus at that time because it's like, okay, they're not crowded, so I'll be able to get in. But like, why aren't they crowded though? Why they're not crowded though? Oop, I dropped a clump. Alright, but I didn't take it no type of way. I was just like, okay. She was just like, sign in. I was like, alright, I signed in with my married name, okay. And then she points me at a washing bowl to sit at. I sit at the washing bowl. Sitting there. I'm sitting there for a minute. She got behind me after a couple minutes, but she was struggling with the bowl. She was like picking something up, putting something down, picking up, putting down, picking up. And I was like, do I lean back? I was like, okay, let me lean back. She was like, no, don't lean back yet. I was like, okay. So I had my book with me as well. I was reading this book, Mitch album. The Magic Strings of Frankie Presto, I believe is the title of the book. And I got that in my lap. So I open it. A guy comes up. He does something behind me. I dare not look, okay. Leans me back and she saturates my hair. So I'm just like, so now I know for a fact that they not dealing with 4 types, especially 4C types at that shop. Y'all see the progress. So she saturates my hair. I'm kind of like, dang. No, she should have split it in half or something. So then she proceeds to separate my hair apart. The hairs are fighting each other now. You woke them up. They fighting. Like, she separates the top from the bottom. She puts the clamp in the top. And then she takes a brush. I don't know what kind of brush. And she's like, whoa. You know the sound of wool hitting barbed wire? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what was happening. And I was listening to it and I could hear my hair's ripping. They were yelling, like, why? What did we do wrong? Why? We haven't used a brush on us in years. What did we do wrong? Every like 5th wool. As she's brushing through, I hear a trash can open. Boom, bwomp, boom, bwomp. You know, the sound of the metal clanking as those footprints, little metal trash cans open and close. Yeah, my hair was going in there. It was leaving my head and being banished to that. I heard it more times than I'm comfortable. And I like seeing how much shedding I got during a process of, you know, detangling. And I finger detangle. And if I don't have time to do it, I make sure to separate my hairs and protect the style situation. I'm not saying nothing negative at this point, okay? Nothing negative. Y'all gonna watch and we all gonna have fun. Texture up close. It's trying to come back. It's trying to come back. I'm not worried. I'm not using the language yet because the worry is not coming, okay? I'm going to tell y'all this story, and by the end of the story, curls going to be popping, right? All right? Shea Moisture got me. I'm just like, could you scrub my scalp? I want to feel them fingertips going across my follicles, and it wasn't happening. Then she got like this little brush thing. You know those little silicone brushes, and she did that, you know, all throughout. And that was okay, but that's not the pressure that I wanted. I wanted the muscle of the triceps pressing into my scalp, okay, and moving those dead follicles around, okay, invigorating the blood cells, okay, in my scalp. That's what I wanted, and I hadn't gotten it. And I almost was about to say something because she was putting a lot of water in my hair. Like every time I was like, I hope this is not her last rinse or whatever. But she does a really thorough rinse, and I'm about to be worried or whatever. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get a scalp scrub. What the heck? So she does a rinse, and then she puts something else in my hair that smells really good. So I'm figuring, okay, that's conditioner. Okay, this is her opportunity. And at that moment, she did it. She did the back real good, and I was hoping she would do the top. Then she unclamped that top half. I was so excited. She got in there with her fingers. I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So I got my mental soft, and then she put my hair into 3 really tight bantu knots. So then after all the wash, she did these bantu knots here. And they was cute, but then she put me under the dryer. Now we all know the dreaded under the dryer phase. You never know how long that's gonna last, the head dryer, when they just be like, I didn't mind her process, but I knew that I was about to get a lot of heat on my hair. So I was like, what do I need this for? We got phase 1 heat, okay? I didn't know we were gonna do a head blow dryer and a hand blow dryer, but I'm respecting the process, okay? So then I'm starting to, I'm reading my book, I'm chilling, but then I'm starting to feel my ear is burning. So I'm like, oh, I can't stay under here that long, but I'm not a complainer. I stick it out, you know, even if it's uncomfortable for me, I'm committed to the process. Somebody told me I'm gonna look good, you know, we in it. So I just bend my ear down out of like the dryer head thing. I got my book and I'm just kind of like doing this. So I think that she noticed, and so she took the thing off me. She had walked past me a couple times, and the second time that she walked past me, I was doing that with my ear. So she took it up, and then she told me to go sit in the next styling chair. So I did. I went and I sat there, and I was so excited. And she confirmed me. She was like, you want to trim, right? I was like, yes, please. She was like, cool, I got you. So she started off with the hand blow dryer, which I was expecting. I do not hand blow dry my hair either. I don't brush my hair. I don't comb my hair. I finger detangle. I don't blow dry. I braid and separate, and then I air dry and unbraid it. I try to limit the amount of trauma that my hair experiences while I'm styling it. But when you have the tools, you'll always end back up at healthy hair, no matter what state it's in. I have all the hope in the world for a great experience. She takes the hand blow dryer and she separates out that back half, and she starts going at it. That back half that's in the bed, so now she undid it and she starts going at it all at once. I was like, ooh, okay. And we in Atlanta. She blow drying each section like 5 to 7 times. It makes me mad uncomfortable, and I say nothing. If this is how she needs it to be to give it a good trim, cool, right? So she goes in on each section. She's going section by section. The sections are small, and she is going in on them, okay? Giving them all the heat in the world. Mind you, we are in Atlanta. I can feel drips of sweat running down my back, like, as all this is happening. I didn't know what I felt more intensely. The anxiety about the amount of heat trauma that my hair strands were experiencing all at once, or the literal temperature that was being applied to me in combination with what already existed in the environment. I don't know what I felt more intensely, but they were both happening. You guys, look at this. This was all because I wanted healthy trimmed hair. So she's going in on the blow dry. I'm feeling it from all angles, really intensely, in multiple ways. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let me finish this story, because we're not giving the hair a chance to remember what it once was if we don't finish the story. After that, she asked me, she was like, you want it bone straight, right? I was like, no. No. And she asked me again, she was like, you don't want it bone straight? And you want it bone straight, right? No, no. You don't want it bone straight? No, no, I don't want it bone straight. Meanwhile, she has picked up the flat irons, which I didn't notice. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, oh no, I don't want it bone straight. But I noticed a flat iron. You don't want it bone straight? I'm like, but you could bump it. You could bump the ends, right? What do bump mean in Dominican? Because that's all we have are bumps. Bump, bump, bump. That's what she heard. She heard, oh, you want your coils to turn to bumps. Okay. And she starts going on the back section. And she went on it like 3-4 times. And I was like, ooh. And I know my back section is the most loose. So she went in on that 4 times. I have no idea what to expect when she goes in on the rest of my head. And in my insides, I'm like, oh, I should have just left. Meanwhile, I'm smelling the fryage. I'm smelling the burnt pencil shavings, okay? I'm just smelling the pencil sharpener gone wrong. She just said, you know what, I'm gonna put my all into this. My entire heat bill will be worthwhile, because this girl's hair, well, what came in today, she'll never see that again. You guys, I'm almost out of this. I'm about to use every last drop. Like, every single protein on my head was fried. It wasn't no olive oil fry. It was a Crisco fry, deep fry. It didn't take too long. It took like maybe an hour and 20 minutes. But that's $60. That's $60 I expected to spend. My husband gave me his card, but I felt, I don't know if it was guilt. Like, I paid, okay? I paid $100. She charged me $80, and she even told me, and I already had a $20 tip in my hand for her, so it wasn't like I was gonna put it back in my pocket once I seen the $80. She didn't tell me the $80, but once I seen the $80, and I was handing her the $20, and maybe she peeped it and she felt bad, like, oh, I thought this girl was not going to tip me because she's so young and coily-headed. She was like, oh, I charge extra because your hair is so coarse. The detailing to the extra time. And I just smiled and I left. I told her thank you, you know, when I was looking at it and waiting for her to go to the register to charge me. Like, when I stood up and I was looking at it, and I'll show you guys some photos that I took. It's non-existent. Suit up and swing through. I've got this stuff all throughout it. And I'm gonna leave it in for the next 10-ish hours, y'all. Closer up what we're working with. That's this song. Okay, the part that got wet earlier is like this, so I think they're all gonna end up like this. This is me trying to revert my hair back to its ford texture after getting a Dominican Blowout 1 week ago. Alright, so I'll check in with y'all after this is on my hair for some time. There's inconsistency everywhere, and it's been another hour. I just let the mask harden, because that's usually what happens when you just wear it. this is what's happening, yo. This is in front of my hair. So I am going to actually wash this one right here so that you all can witness what happens. So, and oh gosh, you guys. And I don't even want to put it in a bun. I just want it to be like out. We are getting somewhere, so you guys, we're gonna wash the back first really good with soap. Give y'all one last look at how it's looking. Wash the back really. And I'm actually rushing out to go to an event, but I just got off the phone, so I just wanted to share my thoughts on my hair. It has changed. There is not as much volume as there was in my hair. It could be the oils, the products, and everything. I did use a leave-in conditioner when I took my hair down. It is an all-natural leave-in conditioner by Melanin Hair Care, and I can feel the difference when I was undoing my hair. It still has that silkiness, like silk press trauma, and it's not as bad with the roots. So I'm hoping that as I'm out and my hair hits the humidity and it does different things, that it starts to get more voluminous. But it doesn't look bad. Like, I'm not mad at how it looks. I'm not mad at the length. I'm not mad at it. I mean, as I'm doing my hair, I can feel it. So, like, look at these pieces. Those pieces look like they're barely hanging on to their own curl. Whereas on this side, there's a little bit more spiraliness going on, if that makes any sense. And then I'm going to get my hair into a protective style before the end of this month. So I'll see you guys on the flip.